there's going to be a whole lot of emotions, and I think people will do the best they can to abuse these new mechanics, which I think is super exciting.
Team 27015 up against the Beta Boys. Dust 2. I've played more Dust 2 in this last week than I have in my entire life, but we get to see it now in an official capacity. I'm excited for this one. Team Exist versus Team Harry. It is going to be going down. Of course, coaches are behind the boys. We've got Hugo supporting Team Beta Boy, and we've got Chad Birchall standing behind. He's just going to be taking notes, and we'll be discussing it after the fact, but let's get into it. It seems it's time for our first round of Counter-Strike 2, and look up mid comes Diha. Look at this. Already they've been taken down. Running into Shalfie and the USP.
Oh my, it's kicking off and it's already getting quite spicy in here. Tessus goes tumbling down though, and that's the way they start things off.
And that was quick. That was lit quick. I think from the T side, maybe just using a couple utilities in the future. You know that situation when you play a facing game, everyone is like Kevlar immediately, no flash. I guess we're rushing long. They try to take duels immediately, but CT is way too strong.
I'm very intrigued to see just how quickly some of the players pick this up. You know, that's one of the biggest questions is how does the competitive scene shake up? You can see Krad's already got his lineups. Shalfie towards the lower position, because it's brave to do so in a second round. Oh, here's the Harry Deagle. He actually wins out against Snappy, drops the rifle. He's coming for more, and now met by force. A nice defensive spray. Shalfie's chipped away at 2. Canadian's in B.
He's got with the step. The sounds are now. You can hear the sound. You can see it on the radar. You know. He knows he's heard. And they're going to retake him immediately. Fame doesn't give him the chance to plant that bomb. It's just going to be Tessus. Not enough this time. I mentioned, Alex, one of the new mechanics as well in Source 2, rather, is that when you step, you have a little visual cue on your own radar of how far that sound went. And I guarantee you, it gets in your own head. I was playing, watching it, thinking, oh my God, can they really hear me so far?
Right.
What the hell is this? Got to change my shoes immediately.
I mean, I think some people are getting a little bit too upset about that addition to the radar. I truly think most people who already have the ability are not looking at your radar. You're not looking at your crosshair if you're looking at your radar, but for those newer, it certainly helps you pick up that information quicker. You saw in the chat as well, Snappy not happy to feel the wrath of the Harry Deeg, and it seems like the CTs are off to a flying start here. It is just Desert Eagles, P250s into these M4s.
This is just classic Dust 2 aggression, mate. But look who is all the way down, Suicide. Fame's running it down. He's going to make himself famous. Pagadian with the Glock. Oh, no. It's all going wrong.
They don't respect them right now. There's no respect for the T side. 130, he was already T-spawn. There needs to be a reaction. We need to see Harry rile up the troops. Maybe just fan out a little bit, do some map control, punish the aggression because they've been boxed in. This isn't a game so far.
I do like these new blood effects, I must say.
Yeah.
It's quite gory, it's quite chunky.
I mean, it's like the visibility is definitely like one of my biggest notable improvements. Boost doesn't connect. Cadian, he's let it go. Krad is out long. Oh, spotted. He's surely trapped. Yeah, HE going to be heading towards his general direction, but he's fine. Smoke to get himself out. Watch out. Any nades in play. Over the smoke is Tessus. A nice tap onto Exist. It looks like we are going to be seeing a bit of a better start for the C side.
So many smokes, so many smokes going on. Spray is going left, right, center, and he's already behind the game. Fame has boxed him.
Go on. Oh, Tessus has actually saved them. And D has trapped in the pit. Krad could be getting a bit hot and bothered. That sound like a little snake just biting your heels.
Wow. Can this Anaconda still strangle around out because there's been nothing on the T side? Yeah, and Cadian, well, he's been completely removed from the equation. Shalfie on the rotate. Man's got the hot rod. Will it be a hot-handed play? Hits the first. Goodbye, nerds.
See the little edge of the smoke there. It's much easier to force with bullets. On the very edge, that's the visibility. Gets the first, looking for more. Didn't catch a glimpse of him with the shots through the smoke. Dia plays the fade, but a snappy one out of Tessus. Quad kill from the Dane, and he gets them on the board.
A whole lot about the smokes at the end of this very round, Alex. So many moments that were key. You mentioned it. The edge of it, we know in Counter-Strike, famously players will try to play with the edge and grab a little bit of information, but if you catch a bullet, it creates this immediate hole, which you are revealed, and then at the end, Tez has played it perfectly as well. He was even looking for information in the 1v1, tapped a couple of bullets just to make sure, hey, hold on a second, are you here? And then he grabs that clutch. Beautiful.
It's a really cool tidbit to look at. And we'll see more of those glimpses of the new ways that Source 2 affects this beautiful game. Already here, though, we're down to a 4 versus 4, and they've actually got out of long this time.
Fame the AWPer. Oh, double AWP in the mix. There's a scout on the T side as well. Who's going to be crossing over first? That's a missed shot. Cadian's let it go, but Harry, fortunately, does deliver the trade. Go on, Harry. Does he get across the Fame AWP, though?
They have a smoke. They should use a smoke.
Where is it?
To be able to take the duels. Oh, never mind, actually. Who needs smoke when you have headshots?
Yeah, this double AWPs, they have to hit the shot. That does help. And now they're just getting AKV AWP'd. Any more for Fame? I don't think so. They might just have to run away. Upgrade his save, and nope. Denied. Nuts. That was a fantastic job. I'm seeing a couple of AWP misses at the moment. I saw a discussion starting. I think the AWP feels really good, actually. Just personally, running around, it does feel like everything hits.
Yeah, the shots feeling is true and it's powerful.
Yeah, the traces as well.
Yes, I do have an issue with, and I think it was Chad who mentioned it on the couch here, is the fact that you cannot automatically switch to the secondary zoom while just having your key pressed. That doesn't bother me a little bit.
It was like I think it kind of might have been a mistake or a bug from their fixes.
Well, there we have it. That's the moment. That's what I'm talking about. The information in the smoke, and he grabs the kill. Welcome to Source 2.
Welcome to Source 2, indeed. Nerds has handled the aggression from Fame. I mean, he's been behind them every round, so good to see some housekeeping. Nerds is already into B, but you can see the bomb's still hanging out long. Damn, this new minimap is clean. I'm only just starting to process how easy it is to just look at those.
It's actually quite interesting just how quick your brain starts to adjust to it, right? Because it's like, obviously, we've had CSGO for so long, but this is really sort of one of those where after a few minutes of looking at it, you're like, oh, okay, I'm in, I'm dialed in.
Absolutely, and for the players out there, I guarantee you it's going to take a little bit of while to get used to the new HUD, which means the HP is quite centered compared to the far left. And I think players that have had hundreds of hours, thousands of hours, we've been so used to visually just have a quick glance, see the color, know, okay, I'm 30 HP, I'm 20 HP, I have 80. I find myself in some of these games having no idea whether or not I've been tagged, no idea if I'm HP or not, so they're going to have to get used to this. Well, fortunately, Kaden doesn't have to ask the question because an off shot in the head, minus 1 million HP.
Minus 1 million. And up mid, who's holding this one? No one is, actually. So they go for a short stack or they flank in? Yeah, up short. Getting across. Everyone just wants a duel. Like, everyone's just hungry for some frags, and it is going to be stolen away by Krad's Galil. Nade on the nose. See you later, nerd.
Oh, Harry's getting into it as well. You can see the little smirk. He's starting to feel himself. He's had his one dig. He's had his rifle shot. He's starting to warm up.
Here we go.
Yeah. I mean, I will also specify, there is no observer HUD yet. Like, you're straight up seeing, this is
pretty raw.
This is us being in the game as a spectator, right? This is if you've joined a DM and you haven't joined a team yet. We don't have the overlay HUD that you've grown to expect from Go. So don't get too upset just yet. Charging in. There's only one man here and exists. He did some damage, but from behind, the long push good. Go on, Harry Russell.
Litter bat.
Is he ready for this, though? Oh, yes, he is. Harry onto Shelfie. He's dead now, right? He's not going to hit the 180 turn. Oh,
no way, no way.
Oh,
no way.
Owns 3 professional counter-strikers. And there's only one more. Go on, Harry. Go on, son. Can't finish the job. Crad can. 5 in the bank, and he's feeling himself.
There we go.
This
now
is what peak performance looks like, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, this is a bit of a turnaround as well. You can see Kaden had his nose to the monitor, but it's Harry that closes.
He's never going to let us forget that. That moment is now engraved in his memory.
Yeah. By being ready for the third, man. Being ready for the third, he gets extra brownie points for sure. Also, with the addition of legs, kicking the football is a lot more satisfying now.
It does look really good.
Yeah,
now.
you actually do take a proper kick.
You see it get punted. It is beautiful to watch. But he'll get booted out of the server here as it's a 5-3 split here on the first half of Dust 2.
These new smokes as well, you can cover the whole of double doors. Nice one. Cadian starting to rack him up on the AWP. There is still a potential threat from Snappy's scout. And there is the pistol starting to farm up. It's the 5-7. Look at the damage Harry takes as well. Tessus and him low. And running out of bullets. Nerds does need to fall off for the reload. They're going to get the plant down, but this feels like a retake that's very much on. Nice shot back. Still 2 players for the CT side. Coming on in. Oh dear. Oh dear, Remy. It all falls to Nerds. Can he clutch up? Nerds the AWPer. Doesn't hit the flick, and it's a great recovery with just pistols.
That was a great 2v3. You could see how Nerds had to deal with what I like to call the dolphin peak, which is basically jumping an angle, just showing a shoulder, coming back, and you're trying to figure out, no, what down, what up? And they let that one go. We see very stern conversations now, obviously in the T-Cam. I think they realize the gravity of what just happened, of course, 2v3 in that key moment. Now by the wayside.
But the edge of the smokes, it's so interesting to me to see how you are ready when we're watching this. Especially, I'm thinking about those long smokes when you can see that when no one can see anything on one side, no one can see anything on the other. There is it's just so apparent. These standoffs and the exchange of information much more equal. Oh my god, they're just rushing. D has already lost a lot of health. The P90 doesn't get cracked very far, but D should be dead. Harry deals with the flank, and Cadian as well on the cross. Hello, this is a B take that should be taking shape.
Someone in that T team has a smoke from spawn to the doors of B. I've seen it twice now. I see a smoke immediately land towards the door. Was that the smoke that Trace was talking about?
Yeah.
Then I revealed something about
I saw Rush actually, he tweeted it, or rather ESL tweeted his smoke. He's learned one from all the way back, like T-spawn to the B doors. But and that's something I wanted to ask you, Matthew. Do you think that the removal of skyboxes is gonna need to be like watched with a magnifying glass? Because do you remember Inferno before we added skyboxes? Do you remember like from long just re-smoking deep banana 5 times from long side?
I mean, at the time, yeah, we didn't have the smoke dropping or the grenade dropping mechanism, which now we have.
Yes.
So it's a whole new bargain, it's a whole new recipe. But in the end, yes, I think that any professional team now will have to have probably a person dedicated to think through this new mechanism. Now there's no skybox anymore. It was even mentioned at the sofa as well. Some maps use the skybox to bounce back Molotovs.
Yes.
Inferno is a good example. On the B side, you do have your molly C1, C2, C3 against the wall. You can't do that anymore if there aren't any skyboxes. So I like any change that forces everybody to just rethink the situation. The cards have been shuffled. What we knew isn't true anymore. We have to rethink and we have to find our way through, and this is something I like.
Here we go. This is ballsy from Tessus. He's a dead man on the push out the doors. Molly stops the potential trade. He's naded the smoke. Nothing to report. From my head count, it seems like about 3.5 seconds of like before the smoke is back.
It's interesting as well, obviously you have to get that placement as made absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
Like it's harder than it looks already.
Yeah, multiple times I've removed half of the smoke. You know, like in B-Tons does too,
It's a
because it
skill.
fills the length of the tunnel. Nice find. It's a 4-on-4 full gun round.
Just a battle of attrition with utilities everywhere.
There's still a HE in play. we might get to see one.
We'll keep an eye on these grenades. We have to.
I'm just trying to work out how to read this HUD. I'm getting there.
Oh, you're further than I am. Keep up how many numbers I like.
Who I'm looking at, yeah.
Crowd removed by Snappy with a great little off angle. Now, Harry, my friend, it's time for you to make your move. Your teammates have been blocked, they've been stomped. You have to put some pressure. He does so with the smoke, but Snappy's doing a fantastic job towards mid, and that's going to be a triple for the Danish IGL, leaving Harry in the clutch.
Harry 1 versus 4. Up against it all. He could have the first, I think. Oh, the step. The step. Oh! Harry Russell's in trouble. And should go down here. They're teasing him. It's a USP to finish that one little extra step. That was something Cadian brought up that I want to pay closer attention to, especially when we get back into the server ourselves. Is Cadian was thinking that he might be making a little noise quicker. You know, in CSGO,
I know where you can actually...
for the jiggles, you can do those silent jiggles.
Optimize.
If you optimize your velocity, you can kind of stay in the quiet realm. His theory is that you make those steps sooner. And the Harry might have just given us an example of that.
It's quite possible. Again, to come back on this smoke and grenade conversation, which maybe I should keep an eye on for later now, because this is actually a B rush. We're right back in the action phase with the AK doing his work, spraying through the smoke. That's crowd being eliminated. The good trades coming in from Tess. It's going all over the place. Smokes being landed. Looking for information. Again, Harry uses the mechanism for him.
Yeah, I mean, that sprayed completely different if he didn't have the vision. From behind, good timing. Nerds should have a multi-kill here. Oh, no! Too long! He waited way too long. 2 versus 3 now. The T's do get the bomb down, but they're going to be very thick and fast through the door, through the gate. 1 versus 3 for Cadian. He does like a clutch, does Cadian, and he's doing it right here live. Underhands the flashes, just trying to delay. Smoke to peek around. He will molly him forward. He throws one back. Look at this. He's missed the molly. He's going to assume.
Oh, no.
Oh, Cadian not going to be happy with that one. Yeah, no, he's really not. He's really not happy.
Oh, the desk slam into the double fist bump.
I love the contrast. Cadian is so mad, and Harry's just happy to be here.
He's just
like,
so
come on,
happy,
man, that was awesome. Just,
yeah, dude.
You know, moving on.
I mean, he did the hard part. And then I think the molly just a little flat. You can see that new indicator for where the molly burned. It's very apparent. I don't know why I find it. Schadenfreude, I believe is the German word for that. I'm just laughing at his misfortune.
This is an awfully serious show.
I mean,
actual map control.
It is, and I understand why. I mean, everyone's just excited to see how it feels in comparison to something they've repeated thousands of times.
Beautiful
this is the
work.
cleanest CT round so far.
And as we see, crowd attempting this 1v1, the point I was trying to make firmer is that you used to be safe with a smoke in front of you, right? Barring some kind of spray with a silencer, you used to be safe, and I think it was a peaceful mind that you had. But now things are going to change. Squeeze me. This thing is going to change now, because you kind of have to imagine the smoke as a potential threat, and you have to be ready, because when you hear that grenade, it might be too late. If you're not ready, that's it. Someone is taking a duel on you, and you're probably just in your own mind, or you can be losing that a little bit. Now you have to be ready. No smoke will ever really protect you.
You know how big of a part of like competitive tier 1 Counter-Strike is in like just feigning map control as well. Like, you know, overpass. If you haven't shown anything long, then you will get abused and over-rotated and gambled upon. So now imagine like nading smokes to feign map. You know, it goes everywhere.
I think that's what's going to happen. Eventually, I think the CTs will time the usage of their grenades to make sure that, is there someone behind that smoke? Are they lurking on banana and overpass? Are there people behind the monster smoke? Let me just use a grenade and make sure that I see what's happening. And I think the grenade is about to have such a much more influential role in Counter-Strike.
Who is that? Who was that? Yeah, I mean, the one thing that we talked about as well on the couch was the spray. Like, there is very universally shared opinion that there's something more difficult / different in the full commitment to the spray.
Yeah.
But, you know, we've seen the side-by-side comparisons of spray control. Like, the pattern is identical. There's no question.
So why does it feel
different? So why does it feel different?
I agree with you.
And I'll tell you why, Matthew. I think it's crazy because we don't appreciate...
That is the one.
That is
the one I was talking about.
Thank you, Harry Russell.
Or smoke.
And this is a quick trade from Tessus. Rifle in hand. Snappy only gets 1. Reaction util's good. God, this is serious business now. Look, watch this. Fame's got an AUG. Smoke is good. He still has a HE if he fancies his chances. Missed smoke from Harry. And good shots from Fame. Oh, dear. 3. Spraying him down. And a click to finish.
Lovely comeback, gentlemen.
Chad Birchall with some good kind words.
Yeah, that was cute.
We do have, as you can tell, we have a microphone roughly in the player vicinity. I don't know how well we can hear them, but maybe we can try and do like a listen-in, quasi-listen-in if the players are having fun for this one. Last round of the half.
Could give it a go for the pistol round, maybe. We could experiment.
A good shout. Yeah,
we can
see if we
actually
can get
hear
that going. Let's see if we can listen in, as it were.
One CT. They're gonna be 2 B. Search mid little. He didn't crush yet. Wait, a lot is mid. One mid also. Go.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is serious communication.
It actually is. Like there's
actually
no
is.
funny business. Like even hearing Caden going, maybe we can search mid, and Snappy's like bouncing back, like, yeah, I didn't see any nades. It's like they're really
Refresh of information,
Yeah,
feedback loop coming
yeah.
in, one B, one mid door, flashing.
Awesome.
They all want to be the first winners of the CS2 match.
Can't blame them.
I'll
Really
do
can't
exactly the
blame
same.
them, right?
Hell.
You'd be there.
Try hard is my default setting. I actually don't know how to do it differently, so no blame at all. But that's one of the exactly, that's one of the smoke that's been used the most, but they've been punished for it this time.
Yeah, it looked cool. Didn't work out well for the CTs. The smoke nade combo just leads to the entire team getting sprayed down.
I think it was our friend Jordan Nothing Gilbert who had a little bit of a highlight on Twitter as well with that smoke and the grenade push punishing everybody going towards long. So it's one of the first few ones that maybe people will now implicitly consider threatening. Like there is a smoke top mid, guys, be careful. There might be a grenade right behind it, and the punish was instantaneous.
Arcadian. Oh, I was going to say can he punish, but he's proving that
He's
just
coming
with
for
his
them.
actions.
Well, the 1v3 certainly not looking too favorable now. Look how pretty they are. The Molotov, that is. The players too.
It's that new Galil, man. God.
I do like the way the Galil
Right?
sounds. Like it's crazy how the sound change has single-handedly made me consider buying it again. It does sound.
That was
really
the
nice.
argument for you.
Yeah,
Tip the
well,
scale.
I mean, I'm also I'm just desperate to be a Deagle superstar. I'm just not.
It's an acquired taste,
Yeah.
an acquired skill.
Bang. Yeah. That wasn't far off either. But up to 11. It's time for the CTs to wake up. Give them a go. You can see that there is a combination of smiles and concentration. A nice blend. And you can see the CTs tried a nice aggressive move. Partial buy, scouts, deegs, and death.
That's a full eco now. It's obviously not the round that you want to play, but sometimes you just have to concede. You have to
but look at
accept, and
this.
a couple of deagles maybe.
No, it's a bit of a superstar. Did they clear him?
Of course, so diligent.
Yeah, I've played Dust 2 before. Says exists.
Sis has a couple of hours in the game.
A couple, for sure.
A couple of hours.
No doubt about it.
A couple of titles as well.
Couple of titles, couple of dominant periods. Ouch. But yeah, and interesting, isn't it, that the all the corpses and ragdolls are the same for everyone now as well. Ooh, nice shot. Tassus Deeg still looking sharp.
I was just processing. In the first half, we didn't have a whole lot of B splits, but that smoke in itself, with the grenade principle, you're about to crash a whole lot of rotations. And it can work both ways. You can be on the T side, smoking the CT spawn, and then just catching the rotation, because everybody's just usually gathering up and running towards B, or the other way around, from the CTs, from spawn, just dropping a little grenade, and then you just throwing them out there trying to split the B side. So we'll see if that's it.
Referee, we've got a 5v4 here.
Whoa.
This done disconnected. And Fame's already been brought down. Yeah, we got the admin team on it, but this one is I mean, maybe it's a necessary handicap. Maybe the CTs needed a little bit of a 5v4 here.
Slow him down a little
Yeah.
bit. We don't want this one to end too
Nice
quickly.
drop in.
Crag gets himself the first. So already, there's only 3 of them left, and we lost everything.
It's
looks
possible.
like it.
I think it was exist. It was all exist.
Do the dance.
He's
Do the dance.
unplugged
It
the
looks like
machine.
he's pushing his
Two-step.
skateboard. It
Oh,
looks like
man,
he's doing
yeah.
Yeah.
You're just missing the Tony Hawk Pro Skater music. Hey. What are we getting this one? I'm sure resolved. Harry's still literally having the time of his life.
Now we're just stress testing teams, and we're testing their mental resilience. A little bit of frustration,
So
little crash.
do we love the new Glock sound? What do we think?
I think it's good. I actually quite like all the new gun sounds. Like, obviously, I've been sat there just watching from a distance, like, oh, yes. But they all sound really meaty. There's a nice bit of bass to it. It sounds modern. Same idea, but modernized, right?
I don't mind it. I don't dislike it. What I have to get used to, though, is the goosh sound and knowing, like actually internally feeling how much damage I've done. Because I realize I tend to underestimate with the pistol and overestimate with the AKs or with the rifles. I'd end up giving fake informations to my teammates, not because I want to make a fool of them, but I actually thought, hey, he's low HP. I guarantee he's low HP, and actually not at all, just one hit or two maxes. With the pistol, it's the other way around. Sometimes you goosh someone and I don't get the same kind of strong feedback that I had before. I got to get used to it.
Yeah, no, I think that some of that is a product of them trying to, you know, balance out the peaks. Like, I think Counter-Strike was one game that, as much as we may have loved it, it did have like almost damaging levels of like sound when you were getting those you know, that like ear-crushing headshot. There's a balance, I think, you know, because you do, what was so beautiful about that is it led to pro players when they got caught off guard, you know, someone's like crawled under your scope or has ended up behind you and just suddenly shoots you in the back of the head. Players are jumping out of their chair or like reacting and cringing as they take the bullet. And I think part of that is why CS is so gangster, you know, it's like getting owned feels like you got owned.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you do, you just sit there and go, wow.
When you get that one dig.
Yeah, he's nothing on your screen, then suddenly there's just like a shining bald head and he's running like a Ferrari and you're bang, you know, you just feel it, you get put to rest. And yeah, some of that is a little bit still in the realms of needing improvement. We have just lost the server. If anyone just joined us and is wondering what's going on here. Gonna be getting that one, I would assume, booted back up.
I mean, beyond the emotional side of, obviously, the sound system that we have in the game, which I completely agree with, I think it's truly important. Professional players at the highest level listen to every single sound and they compute something out of it without even thinking. They know how much damage have they sustained, how much damage have they done to someone else, did they hit someone in the smoke, did they grab maybe a feet as they were spraying. All of these information has to be kind of integrated, and now we're kind of step 0 or step 1 because you're still finding out like what happened, how many have I hit, how many have I heard. It is one of the issue. Let's say one of the areas of improvement I like to see on that beta as well is I find myself second guessing the sounds that I hear. You know, whereas in Counter-Strike usually you'd be able to say for sure he is to my left, he's 10 meters up or down, behind that box. Sometimes in Source 2 for now I'm still kind of finding, have I really heard it? Is it really behind me? Yeah. And we have to get to that point where we implicitly believe.
As opposed to, because it's new. It's like a brand new input, and so you don't have that immediate react. So it is the first to 4 and the first to 7, respectively. For the T side, they need 4. For the CT side, they need 7.
Fair enough. We have the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. 4 and 7 in order to put that one to bed.
I mean, this is the most orbs we've seen by far. We have 4 orbs in the server for this round. So we'll actually get a chance to watch the new green gun do some damage.
It's Harry versus Shalfie. Not expecting this positioning. I don't. Oh, maybe he is. Maybe Harry. Oh, spots him. Covered by Nerds, and it's a 1-for-1.
It was very good cover by Nurse. Harry had the position, but wasn't even needed at the end. Cadian's gonna be looking for information, as Cadian does.
You can see the staggered feet there on the Nerd stance. Models much more indicative of your actual positioning.
Cadian, he's waiting with the scope now, the lightning strike. Will it strike twice in the same place, and can it hit them right in the face as they're getting ready to go for the bombardment out onto A? Smoke down, Nert's walking up as well. So both of these snipers in position, jumping up over the top of the smoke. It's Harry with the first, the AK slays. Cadian's gone down. Nertz has to battle back. He's right on the ramp, but it'll hit it.
Quick correction, for the CT side, I think I said 7. It's actually 10.
They are looking for 10.
They need 10. Whoa. Yeah, well, it was a
long road ahead.
Stompy first half.
Damn. But we're still looking for 4 for the T side. We're sticking with that number.
We are. So 10 and 4 are the magic numbers.
I mean, as we proceed on the utility conversation, I think the better visibility through Molotovs is something that I appreciate a whole lot. I was not a big fan of the smoke being in front of you with the flames, having no idea what the hell is going on, and some side can see, some other don't, depending on where you are in the map. Just get rid of all of that. It isn't skill-based. I don't like it at all. I like that you can see through much better, and now it can't be really used as a wall as it was in Counter-Strike Go.
Get to see the Krieg in action. I haven't bought it myself. Let's see how it feels. Cadian, well, he doesn't let us get a single look at it. Nice from Xiaofi. Ooh, spotted on the extinguish. What do we call it? It's not an extinguish. Oh, it's a.
We're gonna have to come up with.
We're gonna have to come up with a word. That's for sure.
The creatives out there, the poets of the world,
please.
You're needed.
Oh, Snappy's got this round in the bag, lads. Harry, the smoke's out. Dead to Snappy. Bomb ticking, 2-on-2. Hard shots to hit, but Exist delivers the first, and now a 1-on-1. Snappy v Nerds. He's going for a little cheeky fade. Good Molotov to force him off the bomb. Has to respect it. Snappy making sure his lineups still work. Nerds' options really limited, and with the kit picked up, a Molotov and a
Might stick
hold.
it.
Yeah. Snappy, what you got? What you got? Snappy. Snappy. Oh!
Who wants to call who won that round? I'll leave you guys. I'll leave you guys to it.
Jackie.
Who won that round? You have 3.
I think he got it.
I think he got the defuse. I'd say that was a defuse.
I had it out too.
He did get the defuse.
He got the
Thank you very much,
defuse.
bro.
Thank you, Rush.
Yeah, because you have to make sense
Oh,
of that.
yeah.
What is
kind of
this? S1 wins the round.
symbolic messages being sent from another world to you. It's like,
I was just trying to do
Like
it
the
off
Matrix.
the audio because I was like, my eyes are not quite sure what they're seeing.
Yeah.
My brain tells me it was a
I got the
defuse.
Da Vinci Code in here, trying to understand what's going on.
Cage is taking the AWP lower, and there's 5 Ts there. This could be a fast AWP flank. What do you
Here we
reckon,
go.
lad? They're out. Oh! Harry, got any more where that came from? Yes, he does. Significant damage on the bang.
Thanks here.
Going. Harry, ballsy, pushing, fragging.
oh my God.
Harry Russell in the server. He's taken them all down. A triple, making a triple. It's a triple. Crad steals it from him, but he's feeling himself there. The B-rush defense from Harry.
Dude, the flashes, I felt invincible, man. I just kept going back in. They can't
Can I get it
stop
off here?
me.
Can I get it off here?
Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you.
Oh, there you
That
go.
is
He says
beautiful.
it for himself, doesn't he? Man.
This is what pure happiness looks like. Dopamine level through the roof.
Let's go.
So we're keeping track now. 3 rounds out of the 10 that the CTs were needing. We're making our way. In fact, 30%, some would say. Quick math.
Yeah, believe it or not, Match Medic wasn't the first thing they were working on when developing a brand new port. Counter-Strike. Cadian this time pulls off the aggression from the drop torp. Thank you very much, Harry. Oh, sheesh. That green knife really shining.
The lighting on that.
Oh,
My
yeah.
God.
Look
Oh,
at it.
look at
Go
it.
stand in the sun, D. Stop trying to win. Oh, nice shots. Covered by Fame. Can the CTs find 4 in a row? Harry's going to be tested, I reckon. He's kind of solo, eh?
He's committed to the position. So from that point on, you just do not move. You do not move and you accept that. They don't know where I am. First, he's going to be unsuspecting. Oh, please take your grenade. Don't take your grenade. Why would you do this?
It's all gone a little bit wrong. Harry definitely having his jimmies rustled on that one, but Nert's getting naughty again with the scope, and it's all up to Fame. And the 1v2 tapping through. He's being pushed, though. Is he aware? Clears the side of the smoke. He drops down, hits the head. Hello?
He's got it. He's got it. And Nerds finishes it actually with the Molotov, no less. They continue their run. Happy with that one. Nerds going to be smiling ear to ear. And you can see the crowd is here nice and early as well. Much love to you for coming over to check out the show match. Of course, we do have a grand final to
do.
look forward to as well. FaZe versus Cloud9.
On Go, actually, this
Best
time.
of
Won't be
5.
playing on CS2.
No.
It will be on Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Got global offense. We're really rolling it back. Quite literally, we're going to be seeing how that one plays out later on today. But the players taking time out of their day to come join us to have a little look at how things are feeling. And it feels great for Nerds on this orb right now. Look at that. What is that weapon, D-Hut? Just crab walking across.
Oh, this is where a grenade would be marvelous. Look at this. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Peekaboo! Oh, you dead!
Yes! That's what we're talking about. You gotta get some more. They actually nade back. Triple out of Nerds.
The smokes won't cover you anymore.
You're not safe.
Cadian again. Back today.
With the smoke.
He's playing right on the lip of it. He's hit the shot as well, and Testis is just in the rear. It's easy pickings. I mean, they've gone on a tear since the half.
So, recapping the score. What did
Thank
we
you
say?
very much.
What did
You
we
said
say?
we needed 10. They're halfway through. They have 5 out of the 10 they needed,
Oh, man.
Nice shot.
which leads me to believe they have 11 rounds. If 5 is the magic number, they must have 11 in total.
Yes. Well, they've got 0 and they needed 4, so it was 12. So it's like,
It is actually 11 to 12
11 to
currently.
12.
12 being the T side.
Wow.
Production, feel free to correct me. I do believe I had my math correct.
Thank
I
you,
went,
Matthew.
I went to university after all.
he did. He's got the bachelor's. Oh, you see the flash in the smoke? there?
What?
That was a very fancy effect.
It like illuminated the whole smoke.
Almost like a night in the club and just
Yeah, lightning in a
stroboscope.
cloud or
Yeah.
something. That was cool, man.
Well, Nerds is certainly grooving.
So it's a 4-on-4. Bomb yet to be committed. We got Cadian responsible for this mid-fight.
whole lot of patience. The game
They got
comes to an
nades.
end.
Here they
still.
come. Flashes out. Cadian still wants to fight. And delivers. On to exist. No trade. Oh, they nearly lined up for him. Brad's pushed up long. Does catch one at the tail end of it, but they're coming into B. Nerds going to be sticking out and still hits the shot. Nerds on for another multi-kill round on this orb. The flash is in support, but he can't hit the shot now. It's a 2-on-1. Could be a clutch.
No way!
Hey! Does it good? Does it strong? That is a clutch up.
Nerds have done everything right.
He did everything. And let's not forget, it was like both of the orbs hitting everything. Still not enough.
He got his first kill, then he waited for a flash. A teammate actually flashed for him. He waited for that. Then he peeked after the flash, couldn't convert the shot, and then a very much chivalrous retake from the two left CTs, but not meant to be.
There is just something that looks so crisp about watching this new AWP as well. Some of these shots just look so damn deadly. Hey, we got the score count now as well. There you go.
Appreciate it. A little bit of aggression. I don't think it's being held right now. I think he might have just found it. Oh, I say that they turn around, actually.
No. Ah, dead. Fame, the 180R warrior. Harry, the 89. He's keeping
Not
up.
shabby.
He's keeping up with the big boys.
One of the new information as well that we have on the HUD is the total damage.
Yeah, I like that a
That is
lot.
quite interesting. I feel like, obviously, with the ADR, we had some kind of an indication, but I think with the total damage, it's going to speak to people much clearer.
Agreed.
This man has
100%.
5,000 damage. He has 3,000 damage. You feel the difference immediately.
Yeah, 100%. Averaging it out, just, you know, at the start of the game, ADR means nothing. Whereas
Exactly.
seeing the total damage always means something. Oh, that could have been 2. Crowd a good spray on that M4, but still 2 alive. Shalfie trying to make some magic happen, and he has connected onto Harry. Could find more as well. Not in a rush. Worried about that long push. Elevator's just pushed up and tugged. Very low HP on Crad. Bomb's on car still, so they're going
he's
to
gonna
let
look
him
for
look.
him.
He's going to find Elevator.
He's going to look for him.
He should have him.
He's got him booked.
Free. Oh, dead man. That was the bomb as well. Shalfie's lost it. A 1v2 situation with very little time. D has to basically knife out here, and the Orb's holding the perfect line. Both of them are. Oh, go on, D. Hit it. Hit the cracker. Oh, that's naughty. He's not even broken a smile or a sweat, but that was cheeky.
That was really sick, man. God, we're seeing all the little mechanics, all the little gimmicks. We're seeing like some sick plays as well. This
And
is a
people
good
just
show, man.
flirting with the edge of smokes. I think we're going to see a whole lot of that in the first few games because people have to figure out how much maneuvering room they have around smokes. Can I take a risk? How much do you see me? Is it to my advantage? Is it to yours? We see so many AWPs punishing rifles, being a little curious, little cheeky, peeking left, right of a smoke, and people will have to figure that out for themselves. And that's why we play this bazillion matchmakings before because we need to have an idea of that.
B-side on 14. Diha has delivered their 14th. Can he make it 15? Drops his util. Cadian's knows he's going to get a barrage. Look at that double Molotov burning quickly down to half health. Well, they got the long commit. We're going to get a little throwback to the old Na'Vi takes here. Oh, no, we're not. Because it's just going to be straight bullets. Diha deals with another. Dink. Good on the top of the car. It's damage, but Diha's doing a lot for the boys. Harry Russell. Looking to come up clutch. He repositions for the mid push. He has the bullets, has the frag, has the awareness. Harry, can you go 1v3? Underhand nade. Chip away. Going for the jump shot, gotta respect it. Low HP on the other as well. Exist backing away long side. Harry playing the fade, snaps onto the head. Harry clutches up, and that's gotta feel sensational.
Someone side this man immediately.
Oh, he's the missing link. Get him off the casting desk. Get him on the grand final stage.
Hugo, just let him go. Just let him go, Hugo. He's got a career.
Oh my. Oh man, that's everything. I love that he was so ready for that CT push. He tucked in left side, plays the fade brilliantly, and adjusts into Snappy going wide goose. And look at this. Look at the reaction. Harry's having the time of his life. I'm so happy to be bearing witness to this. Yeah, me too.
A coach, a manager, Harry says in the chat.
Well, he's got him up to 12. I thought they'd done enough there. Diha thought he'd done enough, but Harry, he's closed the gap. We got a real competitive one here, 12 to 14. Nailed onto Diha.
Chunk of damage done. Oh, and Diha finally downed as well. He's been a demon on the server, so removing him from the equation could be just what the doctor ordered for Team Harry.
Everybody hitting the brakes now. It's very methodical.
It got serious now.
It's
Harry just clutched
methodical.
against us. I'm mad. Let's see how they can find it.
This is how high-level Counter-Strike is actually being played. It's a 5v4. You step down a little bit. You slow down. You make sure no one pushes. Krad is doing just so, and you punish him exactly by the book. Ladies and gentlemen, Counter-Strike 101. You have the numbers. You have the patience, and you punish.
Harry's back in the feed, lads. Gets himself another. What's that about?
Squeeze me.
Oh. The molly on the side of the smoke. Some team damage, but they're across. 2v3, significant damage there to both sides. This is playing this Gandalf position. Should be able to get away with a lot. I mean, it's just a question. Have a down this. They do. Mollied him out. Burned him down. Still takes one with him. And it is another round for the CTs. They are closing this gap quick.
I can only get one. I always get caught. Like, it's hard to get away, I feel like, without...
Yeah, what, like escaping, like when you get tagged?
Yes.
It slows you down?
Like after you shoot, you are slowed down.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I
Interesting.
don't like
Problem
I
solving.
get one and die every time.
I keep seeing it. Like,
Because it's like, honestly, listening to what the pros are going to... Their natural reaction when their intuition isn't met or like their expectation isn't met, that's like worth its weight in gold. That's the kind of feedback that, you know, some people won't be able to perceive, but it's just through the, 10,000 hours that they've been setting these unspoken expectations of the game. And it's that velocity, I guess, when you fire that shot, it used to be, it's something that we always keep an eye on with Orbs. It was changed to actually go.
The aggression.
Look at this.
Full-on aggression's gone. It's going to be there's the GM Force. They take the second as well. And just like that, 4-1 trade.
This is going to be another round for the CT side. We're going to tie this. is going to be a tied-up game.
Now I'm going to ask the forbidden question, Alex. What happens if we get to 15? Can we really let the first CS2 match end on a draw?
Absolutely not. We're going to have to work that. Either it's a one-on-one choose your champion.
Kind of like that idea.
I like that one.
Kind of like that idea. You put Harry, of course. We're going to nominate
Harry,
him
for
immediately.
sure.
Oh,
They have
yeah.
to nominate their champion. And it's, you can choose your weapon. Choose your champion. This is a very dead boy. Can we get the first knife kill? Oh, denied! Exist will go down swinging. Not today, he says. Not today. It's nice to see even the referee's enjoyed himself. Normally he has to have a real stone serious face, but it's nice to see the boys having fun. Where are we at then? I'm going to see this one again.
It might just be 14-14. I'm going to wait until they make a unilateral call. We'll see the little pop-up with the scoreline on top right of our screen in a few seconds.
Tessa's reaction to a failed knife.
We've all been there.
Yeah. There it
There
is.
we got it.
14 apiece. Xbox smoke from Fame. Harry trying some aggression, but Nerds has been doing this all the time. And 2 spotted on the B cross. What a tap out of Exist. Handles the first. He wants more. He's telling oh, Exist! Master of the B site. He's got it all done. Now Harry up against them all. And no bullets. Nice handling from Shalfie. Cadian dead to right.
What a round.
15 in the bank. Just when we thought the CTs were onto their winning ways. So the T's that find themselves back in the mix. Team 27015 with match point.
What a way to win round 15. Straight bullets catching to the dome. Exist rolling back the years quite literally with that double entry.
I haven't even tried the CZ. I wonder if that sounds the same. Well, I might get a look.
There's not a whole lot of money for this.
It's not a lot, is it?
It's a bit complicated.
But I mean, I'll never write out Harry with his Desert Eagle. Oh! Did he just stop the Xbox
He
smoke?
actually did. You little rat.
Yeah, Cadian's being a cheeky gamer boy. No Xbox, but fortunately they're going up long and there's no CTs here. Now it's watching the lower tons. By virtue of the interrupted Xbox smoke. Tessa's already got a nice gap through Suicide.
Escape the gap.
They're fighting. They're fighting. Oh, and they're hitting shots. Cadian, the 5-7, snaps onto one head. Dina, though, hunting heads. Sprays down another. Is this it? There's only 3 of them. Only Deagles, Cantessa, Steeg, anyone else. He's been spotted out on the long
flank. Got it under control. They got it under control, Alex. There's no way.
It's got to end here. Tessa's and Harry. Giving it a go. Of course, we see a full 30 rounds of counter-strike, but we have locked it in. And my watch is celebrating.
That is the watch saying GG? Is that what's happening?
That was the best timing my alarm has ever had. Yeah, GG. GG indeed. A full 30. And I'm very excited just to hear what these pros were saying, like just having a little glimpse of Cadian's reaction there. I think with all of those voices, I think we are going to eventually have some of those players mic'd up and we can just talk through some of the experiences of that game. I wanted to check Harry's final scores because, you know, I don't know if...
I'm sure he'll know.
He'll know. Oh,
I'm sure he'll know.
I'm sure he'll know.
Look, you were making an excellent point right before where you're saying when we have these professionals that played tens of thousands of hours, they have a whole implicit model in their mind of what it should be to play Counter-Strike.
Right.
And then whenever there is something that contrasts with it, it just hits you like a brick. You cannot not think about it. Cadian's played with a sniper multiple millions of rounds.
Yeah.
And then he's like, why can I not escape?
Normally,
Usually
I
I get
would
the
have
kill and I'm
gotten that.
escaping.
Yeah.
I know exactly what to do. And then that's kind of this contrast that we are hopefully are going to hear from them because they are worth gold. And the first few people are going to be kind of figuring that out. And it's going to be a race to who can adapt first.
Really cool of the players to agree to join us and try this out in their own time as well. It would have been certainly a different type of show match if the players weren't as willing as